Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get started. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So Ohio's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bobcats will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
With the catch, it's Jordan. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Bobcats are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything's done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. He's got it. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run.
There he goes! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of...
He's loose! They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Wants to throw. It's Navarro. It's complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Navarro. Caught near the sticks. It's Mathis. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pugh. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Right bites the back on the option, the give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air, it's Navarro. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bobcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, be like, what do you... with right here that we can run, maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. The give. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Can't get him to the ground. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. The handoff to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
It's a seam wide open. Short gain on the play before he slides. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. This is now a 7-point game. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games...
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Huskies! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Ohio. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Givens. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Finds his man. It's Rogers. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a move to get room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down on this defense.
Turning on the Jets. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. They punt it away on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The give to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Givens.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna sling it on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you, get yourself in position to win.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air. It's Navarro. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Makes the catch. It's Pugh. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now well within striking distances, and third down play gets him a first at the 29. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This almost certainly to win the game. Between the uprights, it's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. If there's no college kicker situation here, he drills that right through the uprights. David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.